Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to open this session on the important topic of addressing access to remedy in the business and human rights dimension of climate change. We're here together with the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Michelle Bachelet, who is the author of what I consider the best definition on the OECD. She said the OECD is the house of best practices. And we still have that written in golden letters in the wall of the OECD. So I sent her our most cordial greetings. This is one of the most critical dimensions of climate change that we can think of. And I want to commend Madame Bachelet for bringing it to the surface. Climate change is not only an environmental threat, it is also a serious threat to the human rights of millions of people around the globe. It leads to the degradation of arable land. It is driving up world hunger. It threatens an escalation of conflicts. In addition, climate change disproportionately impacts persons and communities already disadvantaged, owing to geography or poverty, gender, age, disability, cultural, ethnic backgrounds. Now, the private sector bears an important responsibility to address these issues. It is, in effect, responsible for the large majority of emissions. Our information suggests that perhaps around 100 companies produce a very large majority of the greenhouse emissions. We must therefore ensure that business is fully aligned with the transition to a low-carbon economy, not only for environmental reasons, but also to protect human rights. The OECD is helping to make progress in these areas and supports the business sector and supports governments through a number of work strands. For example, the OECD guidelines for multinational enterprises urge companies to contribute to sustainable development while preventing and ideally avoiding negative impacts on people, on the planet, and society at large. The OECD due diligence guidance for responsible business conduct specifically explains how to carry out due diligence across industry sectors that are covering a vast range of risks. And that includes climate-related risks. In addition, governments adhering to these guidelines have a national contact point. And this national contact point will respond to business conducts that are denounced by the public, by people, by other companies, by just the public at large, because it's a national contact point for responsible business conduct. And it will provide access to remedy and can hold companies accountable for impacts on climate and on human rights. Now, at the G7 summit this year, it took place in Biarritz, the OECD also launched the Business for Inclusive Growth. This is an initiative where 40 leading multinational companies joined and made a pledge and have made a commitment to contribute to social and environmental sustainability, among others. With its Center on Green Finance and Investment, the OECD also helps to catalyze and support the transition to a green, low-emissions, climate-resilient economy. By providing a global platform for engaging the private sector, the governments, regulatory institutions, academia, civil society. So, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, governments and the international community must strongly support business in taking a comprehensive, human rights-focused response to the climate emergency. As you forge ahead to address these challenges, the OECD remains committed to working with you, but also for you, in the design, the development, and the delivery of better policies for better lives. Thank you.